Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your brother Shot Kim. I'm in a cat right back at you again. Man, I'm waiting on Elvin to come in. So, right now, man, I want to talk about how these political protests have become a joke. And I only say that out of love. By me being one who's actually always been involved with political protests, I understand that every protest has to have some sort of consequence. Uh, whenever you have a political protest, it needs to be some sort of threat of if you don't do what we demand, right? I want to tell you like this. When Martin Luther King Jr. protested, he always had why do you think MLK was always okay, hey, I got Elvin on,
Yo,
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 big bro.
yo, listen, dog. Listen, boy. I had a little bit of stuff to take care of, but I'm in here, man. We got to do this. We got to
Okay.
let this be known, man. We got to let it be known. I'm jumping in late. I know where you at. Where you at in this thing, man?
Nah,
We got to
nah,
go.
man. Nah, I was just talking about how, these political protests right here actually lack a lot of the necessary ingredients to make the people who you are protesting against adhere to your demands.
Man,
So
this
nobody's just
ain't no
what?
protest, man. This is a social gathering, man. How you gonna come to a protest? How you gonna go to a protest, Shakim, where they tell you where you can walk, how long you can walk, and control the whole thing? Whose rules are you playing by? The
Mm,
whole point of a protest is to make somebody uncomfortable. No, we're supposed to disrupt what you got going on. And to the day, I ask anybody, I can't even see the comments right now, but I want anybody to tell me, what have we ever won in a peaceful protest? We didn't get Fair Housing Act until after they killed King. You know what I'm saying? After they killed King. When do we ever give a peaceful protest? You think they give a damn about us walking on the sidewalk screaming Black Lives Matter?
no,
You
sir.
think they give a damn about that? They schedule your protest. They tell you where to walk and how to walk, so you don't be an inconvenience to them.
Exactly. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. A lot of people always point to Martin Luther King Jr. as their excuse for why
Yeah.
people should fall in line. But as we all
Yeah.
know, that they killed Dr. Martin Luther King.
Okay.
So the thing is, there's a difference between Dr. Martin Luther King's peaceful protest then versus their peaceful protest now. Martin Luther King Jr. had plans to economically destabilize the system of injustice. There's two types of violence that one can engage in. One is physical violence, and one is economic violence. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. fought to use economic violence against the system. So, yes, he might have been peaceful, but he had a plan to economically destabilize a system that was inherently structured to segregate, demobilize, and basically take out a whole race of people.
Yep.
Segregation. So that's why Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s peaceful protests still led him down the path of getting killed, because they said what this guy is talking about can economically damage the structure that we live and die by. So there's a
Yep.
big difference. Listen, these peaceful protesters out right now, I was listening. Now, some of the demands are good. I don't want to just kind of negate everything that they're talking about. But one of the ones that really just kind of, took off and had me scratching my head is they want to defund the police. Like
For what?
you can't, what? Tell me what sense does it, especially if we don't have people with guns in the neighborhood who can police our own community. How is defunding the police going to help us in any way, when not only do you want to defund the police, but you want to take away people's AR-15s, people AK? So if you're defunding the police, then that means I should be able to go buy a rocket launcher to protect my home, or a grenade launcher or something, because you don't have no police. So now I got to take matters in my own hand as a private citizen. So you need to restore my gun rights. you need to do if you're gonna defund the police and do away with the police, then everybody needs to be able to carry weapons, and it's just gonna be the wild, wild west. That's just my
so basically, what they've done is this: when you know it, Chuck, and when you start coming in with a crazy agenda, unplanned and unrealistic thoughts, they're not even listening to nothing of what you say.
right.
You're not going to listen to nothing. You've lost it. Come to the table. Guess what? If they came to the table and said, "Man, we demand more racial audit in every police force. We want a citizens review board. We want to be able to see, body cams is a mandatory. If a cop cut his body cam off, then that needs to be a crime. Those are kind of things that we can bring to the table, realistically change and make a difference, a serious difference. But this stuff they talking now, man, but getting on here and they're not going to defund the police, and you're just wasting time. You're going to lose your voice. You're going to lose your voice, and now no one's listening to you. And another thing I want to do too, I want to address this. And again, everybody knows I am not a Trump supporter, right? I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a fan of Trump. But when you go out there and you're screaming, no racist, no Trump, well, you're going to lose base for those who were supporting you that was a Trump supporter. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I understand why they feel that way, but let's keep it on the issue. The issue we're talking about is the police and injustice. Well, that's going to be here. That was here before Trump. That's going to be here after Trump. So let's go to the issues. While we're doing this live, brother, I'm going to go ride down here. I want to show you something, man. I want to show everybody who's watching something, right? Because, I like to give people the first-hand real scoop on what's going on.
Right.
So right now, they got the protest going on in downtown Charleston.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see what you got, brother. Let's see what you got.
I'm about to show you. So this is what it is. I'm going to show you how crazy this is. They got the protest going on at 4 o'clock. I'm sorry. They got the protest going on right now at on the park. Now, originally when it first started, they were on the John C. Calhoun statue. They were around the John C. Calhoun statue. Now, when you look at it, the Confederates have come out there and they're standing on their statue. And everyone who was on the premises protesting has moved across the street. So in a sense, you won because you were there first. You see what I'm saying? You were there first. So guess what? I would have still stood over there on the statue. I'm not moving. Guess what? If you gonna come over here with us, you're gonna be part of our protest. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And so now they're standing there and they're waving their Confederate flag across the street from everybody screaming Black Lives Matter. In a sense, you have given them a small victory because they moved you. You understand what I'm saying? They moved you. You were standing on their statue and you were doing Black Lives Matter. They show up and you move. So in a sense, they feel like they won. They were able to get you to move. It's about 6 of them. It's about 200-300 of y'all. Shit, we wouldn't have moved nothing. I wouldn't have moved. We would have stand right here. It would have been a little crowded. But then again, see, the problem is what they're scared of is that might get a little social disobedient. Well,
right. Who cares at the end of the day? And like I said, I think you made you always make some good points. And one of the things that I really want to get in people's head and talk about is any sort of demand has to be backed by a consequence. Yep. And you don't have, it doesn't have to be, like I said, it doesn't have to be a physical threat, right? It doesn't have to. But you have to have, in order for the politicians and lawmakers to hear you out, it's going to take more than you just walking on the street screaming Black Lives Matter with a sign. You got to go and talk to your local council representatives. You got to go and talk to your state representatives. You got to go and talk to lawmakers and put pressure on them and apply pressure in ways that will get them to listen. And I think what's happened is that both sides of the movement have been co-opted. And I was telling you this earlier, Elvin, before we got off the phone. This is why I say that. So you have a lot of, just like today, a lot of people are complaining and saying that, the white voices in the forefront of the Black Lives Matter movement are silencing a lot of black people who are coming with their concerns and voicing their concerns and trying to articulate the needs of the community. So what they're saying is that, you know, we're not being heard because you have, you know, not only the black protesters and the black rioters, you also have the white people who are spraying Black Lives Matter on walls and throwing bricks in police stations, screaming Black Lives Matter. And you have white protesters who saying, okay, I'm going to lead a peaceful protest and I'm going to tell you what it is that you want for your community. We're going to tell you where you can walk. We're going to set up your protest and we're going to give you the details on how white Black Lives Activists Matter, white Black Lives Matter activists want you to move. So that's one side of the coin. Now you have another side that's voicing their concerns because you have a lot of the white racists or people who they say are bigots. They're saying, you know, why, you know, don't all lives matter, or, you know, George Floyd has a criminal record, you know, Ahmaud Arbery has a criminal record. So you have a lot of these people who are totally missing the constitutional right aspect of it, of these people being violated, right? Because a lot of conservatives say, you know, we're constitutionalists. We want the Constitution in every way, shape, or form to be upheld. But then whenever it's a black person that's killed by the police, all of a sudden the Constitution doesn't matter. What matters is the person's criminal record. So the Constitution is being superseded by your opinion of a person and their criminal record. And what they're doing is they're not coming out and saying it until after you get a Candace Owens and a Brandon Tatum or a Jesse Lee Peterson or a Larry Elder. They get them to come out and say it first. So now they're comfortable in repeating it because they see a black person said it first. So in both instances, yes. So in both instances, you have what people are seeing are white people meddling in the affairs of black people trying to fight for causes of justice. And that's what I'm seeing around and hearing from, you know, white conservatives, black conservatives, white liberals, black liberals, and it's just becoming a total, you know, a total breakdown of the issues and what should really be being articulated and communicated. So what does it say? Who's that all lives matter? Probably a troll. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's on Twitter. That's on my. That's a comment from Twitter. Yeah, that's a comment from Twitter. So this is the thing, right? And I agree with that. Run for office yourself so you can really make a change. But I'm gonna tell you like this: you need people on the outside and you need people on the inside. And running for office and the political strategy is not the only strategy that we have to fight injustice. So we can't. That's not the only way that we can fight injustice. There's other things that we can implement, and there's other avenues that we can take to tear down a system of injustice and bring parity. And a lot of times you hear people saying, you know, oh, they want a handout, or, you know, they don't want to work for anything. They just want, you know, they're lazy, they're trifling. All of these things are false. To be honest, a lot of the people now who are fighting against injustice and fighting for to be, you know, to have equal opportunity, they work hard every day. That's how they're able to see the injustices in their face. They are a part of society that, you know, makes this country run. A lot of them are the backbones of this society. So by people actually saying that, you know, all these protesters are lazy, or these people who fighting for this are lazy and want handouts, that's not true. That's not true at all. Evan, you almost to the spot? You said you was gonna show us something.
I'm almost. I got it.
Yeah, you got
Let
echo.
me put the back of my headset. Maybe that helps echo go away. I took it on my Bluetooth.
Okay.
Let's try to push it back.
All right. So Evan gonna put us back on the Bluetooth. He got a little echo going on.
Yeah. All right, how about that?
Okay.
No.
Yeah, you still got a little echo. It's not that bad.
Okay,
but,
hold on. I got that.
Oh no, that's good. That's good. Okay, he's coming back on. Okay. Let's go. She says, Jody, hey, Jody, how you doing? She says, I'm white and I agree. There are bandwagon protesters, and I feel they're causing more harm than good because they are taking the real voices away. Smearing the campaign is how I see it. Just my opinion. And I definitely do understand that's very critical. And thank you, Jody, for actually saying that. You do have a lot of bandwagon protesters who.
Evan. Yo, I'm back. I'm good.
Okay, yeah, you good. You good.
Okay, so look, I need to address a couple of things, man, and I get tired of people telling me that, right? They tell me that we need to, if you want to make effective change, run for office. You don't have to be in the office to make change. You know that, Shakim.
Right.
We're in the schools. You know what I'm saying? We're in the community. We don't have to be in the office to make change. A lot of times, a lot of times, what makes the change for people is the people like us in the street putting the pressure on the politicians for change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The people make the change. The politicians, listen, most politicians, if they just go with what their constituents want. If the constituents are happy, they go with it. So when we make noise to let them know we're unhappy, then we force them to have to remove. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to wait till you get in some type of office to demand to start making change. But I agree with 100% what you said, man, and I echo. I got an echo, man. So
they said turn the radio down. Somebody said turn your radio down.
I got you on my Bluetooth. I'm not even on my radio. What you got me playing through?
I don't know.
Like, yeah, cause I hear echo.
I can hear you though. Yeah, I can hear you.
Let me try turning my headset down. I guess I don't know. I mean, I got you playing through the Bluetooth. You ain't playing through nothing else. Hold on, let me look and see. Yeah, you ain't playing through nothing else. It's just this. But we don't. You don't have to wait. In second, I want to address, like you said, with the protest, man. It's like protests are meant to make people uncomfortable. That's the whole point. It's meant to disrupt what's going on in the norm. It's meant to get someone's attention. If you get a protest of someone scheduling and telling you how long, what to do, what to say, you're doing it at their convenience. How they don't give a damn if you walking down the sidewalk screaming Black Lives Matter. Hey, guess what? If I was living in a neighborhood and I didn't support the movement, and I know at 3:30 today Black Lives Matter is gonna be walking down Calhoun screaming Black Lives Matter, then guess what? I just won't take Calhoun Street. Now who hearing you?
Right.
Now who's hearing you? Now who's getting your message? But guess what gets their attention? Go out here and block damn Calhoun Street. Block Calhoun and King. You see what I'm saying? Now, guess what? I'm calling the governor. I'm calling my mayor. Hey, man, you got to do something because they're blocking the street. I can't get home. They're disrupting the city. Now what's the governor got to do? Or the mayor going to do? What do I have to do to get these people the hell off of my streets? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So in a sense, they're supporting us and don't even know it because we're interrupting the city. We're interrupting the city. We're interrupting their day. So they're calling their senator now, that same senator who didn't give a damn. They're calling their politician and they're telling them, hey, you got to get these people off my street. I voted for you. They out here making this noise. You got to get them off. So now what do? They reach out to a person like Elvin Shakim. Hey, what is it y'all want? I want everybody to know. But 2 years ago, me, Shakim, Lewis, and some other people, we protested on the market in the middle of the tourist season. We walked up and down the damn market with a bullhorn screaming for the kids on the rose petal. The next day, the mayor was calling because they didn't like that. That's in the middle of tourist season. That hurt the economy pockets because people were going home. We didn't fight nobody. We did nothing. We walk up and down the market, up and down the street, screaming with a bullhorn. And people didn't like that. So they started calling the governor. They started calling the mayor. Hey, man, you got to get these people off the corner. What they do? They call, hey, man, what's going on? What do we need to do to resolve this so y'all don't come back out here next weekend? That's how you're going to get it. Could you imagine if we had called Tecklenburg and said, hey, man, we want to do a protest against you. When's a good time we can come out and do that? You know, I can see him now. Well, yeah, the market closes about 6. Y'all get out there by 7. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's how
Yep.
that would have gone. And like you said too, I want everybody to say, I shared on my Facebook page, stop sharing them fake pictures, man, about King. And when I say fake, I want people to understand, yes, King started off on peaceful protest. Big, I love King. But show the end of them protests. Show the end where he's getting attacked by the dogs. He's getting beaten. He's getting arrested. And all that. Show those clips too.
Right.
Don't leave those clips off of the peaceful protest, because America has never given a damn about our peaceful protest. So show those clips. That's why I went to show it. I posted the picture. I want people to see. Yeah, you're going to tell me about how peaceful King was. That's great. What did y'all do to him in his peaceful protest? When he was just walking down the street singing "We Will Overcome." What did y'all do? Y'all beat him. Y'all hit him with water hose. Y'all sick the dogs on him. So y'all didn't give a damn if he was peaceful or not. They may as well just go and start tearing shit up.
Yeah.
And I
think that's a critical point that you just made that we need to have a discussion about. I mean, everybody, like I said, everybody likes to use King as their philosophical talking point to try to say that, you know, this is what we should do. They try to use him as the litmus test or the yardstick by which we measure how a peaceful protest should look. But it's always, you know, people always say, well, you know, oh man, these people got facts and this person's talking the facts. But what you said was really what we need to talk about, facts. You know, Look at how he was treated at the end. They always cut it off whenever the police let loose the dog. You know, the picture only shows, you know, them walking down the street holding hands. It doesn't show 10 seconds later, you know, the fire department comes out with water hoses and start spraying the people. See, that part is it's omitted, you know, it's selective.
Yep.
So when you start looking at, you know, the history of peaceful protests in America, you got to really talk about how those peaceful protests always ended with them in jail, with a dog being sicked on them, beat up, water hose, choked out, you know, knee on somebody's neck. And in 2020, like I said, it is very amazing that that's actually left out of the discussion and people don't want to talk about it. So,
because it doesn't support the narrative. You know, so because it goes back with someone like you and I would be like, well, damn it, you would beat us when we peaceful protest. What the hell is the difference? What's the difference? What do you? So you complain when we protest violently. You complain when we protest peacefully. What the hell do you want? Because the truth is you just want us to shut the hell up. That's the truth. You don't give a damn about our protests while we're here. You just want us to shut up. So I'm going to show you. I'm out here, and I'm going to show you this. I'm about to park, and I'm going to show you this.
Okay. Evan about to park and show it and take us out.
I'm about to show you this, man. What's going on? While we across the street, goddamn it, come stand on this damn statue. Let me find a place to park, brother. I gotta find a place to park.
Go ahead and park. I'm gonna narrate while you. No. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I got this right now. Let me see if I can switch the camera.
Okay.
Can you switch the camera on these things?
Yeah, most definite. Most definite.
Hold on. I'm trying to switch the camera right now.
Yeah, all you gotta do is switch the camera on your phone. All right, so Evan is switching the camera. He'll be right back. He's gonna show us something that he says is very disturbing. But like I was saying earlier, okay, here he comes.
So let me try to see, dog. It's not giving me the option. It's not giving me the option to switch the camera.
On your phone?
It's not.
I just turn the phone around, man. Just turn it around.
Hold on.
Yeah, just.
Hold on. There you go. I might have it.
Okay,
you
there
see
it
it
is.
now?
Yeah, we can see.
All right, boom.
He cut off. That was a boom that he cut off. So he'll be coming back in just a second. But what I'm gonna be talking about, and what we're talking about right now, is how these protests are lacking the economic consequence of Martin Luther King Jr.'s protests. Okay, Elvin is coming in right now.
I'm back. Yo, right, so look, I'm gonna show you. This is what it is now. I'm here, right? I'm gonna walk up to the statue. This is the statue. Now this is where the riot started. The protest started. I'm gonna show you where we at. Now I see the Confederates are gone. What's that? What's that? The Confederates already gone. People, they left. All right, so they did leave. But look at us. We across the street. Keem, you here?
I can hear. I want you to interview somebody.
All right, bet. Look at this. This is here, right? This is the statue. This is then they done left. The people who was out here, they already left, and they've already gone. Who was standing out here waving the Confederate flag? But we're here. We're over here. Why we ain't standing over here? Stand here. You see?
So I need to go ahead and make sure that I'm educating myself. Walter Scott, Oscar Gray, Breonna
Elvin,
why the hell we ain't over here?
hey, I want you. What I want you to do is I want you to ask somebody who's out there, interview somebody out there, and ask them how are they, what channels are they actually going through, and what type of consequences are in place if the structure doesn't change. Like what type of repercussions are there to what type of repercussions do they have in place in the event that their demands aren't heard? That's what I want to know. Like, is there any sort of economic consequence? What are the consequences? Because I mean, I'm not understanding.
Yeah, I don't think they know. So it's about maybe 50 people, 60 people out there.
You can't find anybody to interview really quick?
Well, they're doing a little thing. I see Aaron. I would love to ask Aaron because he's the one who put this together. So I would love to ask Aaron, what's the agenda? What's the plan?
He's probably standing right there by that Black Lives Matter sign. That's probably him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, it's very important, very, very important that when we start these protests, we have to have some sort of agenda, some sort of a plan, some sort of consequence, something, because other than that, it's nothing but an exercise or walking the park.
Brother, boss man, what's that? I came out to let me tell you, I've been protesting my hands for. I can't. Boy. So listen, I've been protesting all week, but tell me. So tell me what happened with the Confederate dudes out here?
I don't know. I pulled up as they were taking the flag down and leaving. So I don't know.
That's why I came out here.
They were here and they left.
They were left? Were they asked to leave or they just left? So just they asked them pretty much to leave and they left? Now I know this started off over here, right? Like everyone was over here at first, right? Yeah, so I was trying to figure out what made them go across the street.
They were already right there.
Yeah, they were already
there when we got here.
Okay. Let me ask officer, let me ask a question. Can they not come over here? Like why are they just standing over here?
I don't know. I didn't get here. They were like that last. I don't think it's any particular reason of anybody preventing them from coming over here.
Yeah.
They were like that last week as well. So I think it's just more of a safety precaution of everybody standing around the fence. So I don't think it's a prevention. That's what we were a couple Saturdays ago. We
were here. Like we were here.
Right, but I don't think it's I just think that's how they set up. They were just like that last Sunday as well.
When I got here, that's how they're
right.
Yeah. I just wonder why. Like standing over there. I think it would have been more powerful than standing here. I would have been standing here. That's just me. But so y'all see it, man. Y'all see what's going on. Y'all see it, you see where it is.
People told their parents where you play and give love and the rest is
So my thing is this. My only thing is with this, Elvin, is this. Like, how long do we continue to have these dressed up protests without being able to go and demand what we want and be able to back up our demands with something? Like how long before the people wake up and say, you know what, this is what we want, this is how we're gonna get it, this is our plan of action, and you know, it's gotta be something more than just what's going on right now. There's got to be something more.
Yeah, I'm rather confused. Like I said, and I think it kind of, to me, it's kind of a slap in the face for us who protested last week. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, y'all did it last week, and we're doing it this week, as though like, you know, you chose to do it where you took peaceful, whatever the case is, but our protest, and then not a judge, but hey, we got the social justice, we got the social disobedience, we got their attention. I guarantee you, after last week, the mayors and everyone had to get the attention and say, hey, you know what? We need to do something, because we cannot have another night of that. We cannot survive. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, this is convenient. As I show you, there's no one blocking the street on the side of the road. There's not blocking the street. You can drive through here. There's nothing. There's no inconvenience. If you don't want to hear what they got to say, just don't show up. But this isn't going to slow anybody's day down. This isn't even slowing down traffic. There's no traffic. You can drive through, in and out. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, this is not going to get nothing done. You show me anywhere in America, in American history, where it says, let me remind you something. Remember, must have been 2 years ago or last year, when 10,000 teachers went to the State House in Columbia, right?
Right.
And they wanted teachers' right bill, and they wanted teachers to be heard, right? And they went down there, 10,000 teachers peacefully went down there. And what they get to end up? Thank you, some photo op, slapping the damn face. Nothing. And that's all it is. You went down there peacefully. You didn't disrupt. There was, like you said, there was no punishment. Hey, if I don't give you what you want, are you going to quit? No. Are you going to stop teaching? No. No, you're not going to do anything. So you're just basically complaining right now. And tomorrow, when this is over, I'll act like I didn't hear you, go back to what it was. There's no consequence for any of this. Like I said, man, there's no traffic. There's no traffic. Look, I'm going to show you. I'm going to put the camera again, man. There's no traffic. People can still ride through like their normal day. They're on the sidewalk, Bubba. On the sidewalk. Cars are still going through here. There's no traffic. You ain't blocking nothing. As you can see, car coming this way. And cars are coming that way. Cars are coming down the road right now. No traffic. No nothing. Everybody's on the sidewalk.
So I was there while everybody was fighting, and I kneeled.
I would like somebody to explain how they feel that they're going to bring about a change by what they're actually doing. I'm just curious. I want to find out. Like, I would love to hear what is the long-term solution. I would like to hear, what are the plans after this is over for them? I mean, are they going to attend council meetings? Are they going to, go talk one-on-one with, the mayor of Charleston or the police chiefs, or like what is their over like and even talking to them, what's on the table? I mean, what is really on the table? That's what I need to know. What is on the table?
Hey, can you look at this? Look at the call just riding through. Like I said, there's nothing, dog. There's nothing.
How come you didn't fight to produce? Because I know people are counting on you.
They're just blowing in support. They're blowing in support.
I knew every action from this step forward is going to determine something. It's going to determine if people die. It's going to determine if people get hurt.
Anyway,
Officers,
like I said,
black and white.
you see what's going on. I want you to see for yourself. The Confederate dudes left. I guess they asked them to leave, and the Confederate dudes left. They left with their Confederate flags, but this is very peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, very peaceful. All right. Do some photo ops, Facebook posts,
Yeah.
some likes and shares, and then that's it. That's all you're gonna get out this. That's all you're gonna get out this. All it is a party. It's a club.
Yeah. The party.
You know, it's a party. It's a party. You're hearing the cars. The people are the horns are being blown. Not from people trying to get through. They're just blowing in support. Like, you know, yeah, y'all boy, go ahead, y'all rock.
Yeah.
When we did it, you couldn't even walk down the street.
No, sir.
You couldn't drive down the street. You know, again, the purpose was to disrupt because we want to get your attention. We're tired of asking. So now, when we disrupt you, you hear us now. Anyway,
Right.
man, this here to me, this is. I hate to say it like this here. I'm a different breed, and a lot of people, you know, we don't encourage violence. We're not encouraging rooting, but I fully believe in what Brother Malcolm said, by any means necessary, and meaning by any means. So we're going to try talking to you, and we've been trying talking to you. So if that don't get your attention, then we will go the extra route to get your attention. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like we'll do anything necessary to get your attention. Don't make the necessary occur. Plain and simple. I'm telling you, this here, this is nice. This is cute.
This is putting policies and putting in the changes, then putting in more laws to change. I told you to hit me up and you didn't. I have a phone appointment that will prayerfully lead you a face-to-face with a chief and the mayor. I talk to the chief and the mayor all the time. I mean, to be honest, I mean, I don't. I mean, I don't. I've met with them. I can call the chief right now on the phone. Like I don't. It's. I think at this point, we got to have conversations with our state reps too, and our, you know, a lot of other people have to be involved, and city council members, because at the end of the day, the mayor is one person. City council actually controls the mayor. So what we're not really looking at overall is the process. See, if you, and I'm gonna just use the city, I'm gonna just use, well, any city. The council members together as a whole have more power than the mayor. Because the mayor
protesting this style. Do you think this gets anything done?
The mayor can't do anything without council. I mean, and I'm gonna be honest. So
I think the only thing is this particular one, this style does, is just continue to
yeah,
protest going on.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna put the brother on live with me, Ken. That's
okay.
Yeah,
All right. Okay.
Hold on, put the brother on live with me so we can see. So that, you know,
Okay.
I wanted an opinion. Like, yo, man, give me your honest opinion. What you think? Cause we sitting here chilling.
What's up, man? The fix. But he asked me, he said, do I think this in particular protest, this style, is going to bring change? Me personally, I feel as though the way this is set up right now, it just continues to bring awareness that individuals are protesting. I do think change comes with opposition. So making them uncomfortable is what forces them to be to feel like they got to make a change. This right here just brings the voice that now don't get me wrong, it's good. I'm glad they're coming out. You know, we need a protest every day until things change. You know, but you know, and then I'll say this as well, and I'll be very careful when I say this. I do think a lot of the individuals who are consistently speaking with mics in their hands, I think it's sometimes opportunists who are looking for a political gain or look just to get their name out there or just look for somebody to notice them. And I get kind of feel the heart when somebody grabs the mic and they're talking knowledgeable of the history because some of them are skirting and making them comfortable. Now, when I get the mic this afternoon at 5 o'clock, there's no comfortability around. Okay. Because they need to understand that the history is present. We are living our history. In other words, our women are still being raped. In the midst of a pandemic of the coronavirus, another pandemic is going on because we're still fighting for our lives every day. And so we're not talking about that loud and clear for them to understand that no longer, as Reverend Chocolate said the other day, no longer we're going to let them keep their knee on our neck. That's what we need to sing that message all day, every day. We need to make them uncomfortable because them being uncomfortable is what's going to keep the talk going on in the room. When they get comfortable, then they're gonna feel like, oh, okay, so they're gonna protest peacefully, and we need that. We need peaceful protesting, but we also need to, while we're protesting, make the conversation uncomfortable for them. Remind them of how we were hung on these same trees right here behind us. These same trees right behind us. Individuals were hung on there. Their testicles were cut off. See, that's the uncomfortable that they need to see. They need to hear that graphicness, and they need to know that. You know, so yeah, once again, you know, I think this is good. I just think this brings awareness. But I don't think it makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, this is very convenient. This is very convenient. Hold on, we'll get you on. Okay, so
this statue, we made them uncomfortable 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, we blocked the whole street. Yeah, we blocked the street.
They didn't accept their flag that day.
Right. No, they didn't come out here. They were trying to figure out. Yeah, anytime you see, now don't get me wrong, they got their, they have the right to exercise their First Amendment just like we do. But anytime you see them comfortable enough, they're uncomfortable enough by being outnumbered, and then right behind us, this is where we should be standing.
That's where we should be standing. That's why I said I don't understand why we're over here. Why aren't we there?
Every camera, every picture needs to see us standing behind this, because that's what we're calling for. That's one of the things we're calling for in this city right now. John C. Calhoun. That's what we're going to be standing at. We're going to be standing right in front of John C. Calhoun this afternoon at 5 o'clock. Yeah, that's exactly. We ain't going to be standing nobody. We're going to be standing right in front of the problem. Because we're the solution, but we're going to be standing in front of the problem. And that's what we should be doing.
Listen, so Kim, I mean, the brother dropped the dime to sign the same thing, man. Like, this is convenient. Like I said, this is peaceful. This is it. But you can't tell me a protest that was peaceful like this that got results. All it says is a social gathering of them. They don't care.
I don't have anything.
What this gives us is an opportunity to have conversations.
Well,
that we wouldn't necessarily be able to have conversations
I tell you,
with other people and give them information like the brother has.
I agree.
Come out to the next day.
So
Have the next conversation.
these type of protests are great follow-up protests to the protest we had first. Because the first protest, they don't want that. They don't care about this. That first protest, they don't want any more of that.
I have a little conversation I'm going to have with Mr. Mayor on Monday about how they handle what they did. Because when you have a call for justice and you meet that call for justice with riot gear, what did you think was going to happen? When we marched for Mother Emanuel, when we marched and what were we met with? Were we ever met with a protest mentality? Was it them versus us? No, it was seersucker suits and how you doing and how can we help and let's say some prayers and let's keep going.
What's your name, my sister?
Michelle.
Michelle, let me tell you one thing, all right? And I know you won't be offended by what I'm getting ready to say. Technically, look, I won't say that. Politicians that are elected right now, they are only going to listen to our voice when we make them 100% uncomfortable.
Well,
But hold on one second. Hold on one second. But they will listen to your voice.
That's what I'm saying.
100%. So let me
Because my voice is received differently.
listen to me. So what I need, like the young man who had the mic just now, I don't know his name, but
Michael or G?
yeah, the last guy, the white guy who had the mic.
Oh, Aaron.
Yeah. So don't get me wrong. I followed the young man, but when we come out here to these protests like this, don't get me wrong. I'm not racist, but it's not time for us to listen to you guys.
Okay.
We need y'all to listen to us, and then we need y'all to take what we say.
But that's what I'm here for. For you, I'm on your side.
But what we need is we just don't need Michelle.
I know.
We need
I know, bitch.
yeah. So what we, and so simple disrespect like that right there. You walk up to individuals who are talking. You know what I'm saying? Simple.
I didn't realize
It's a social gathering. What did I tell you this was? It's a social gathering.
They're trying to keep it white.
Excuse me, can I speak to you? But
No,
common courtesy.
Hold on, let me show that. I want to show everybody. Shakim, you still on here, brother? You still on there?
But I'm with you.
Most definite. I'm still here.
All right, so look, hold on, let me tell you what just happened. All right, so the brother here was talking to Michelle, right? A cop walked up to her and started talking, right? I just want to show you the atmosphere of how calm this is. Like how calm. Look, it's over. People are leaving. What did we achieve? What did we achieve, Keith? People are leaving. What did we achieve?
I agree. I've been trying to produce more, but these people are scared.
Yeah, need more.
Excuse me, they're scared.
Hey, Elvin, go
That is
talk to Aaron. Go
Let's
talk
see
to
what Mr. Aaron has to say. You know, and I don't even like him. But
Yeah,
I'm
and me
gonna
neither.
talk to him.
Yeah, go talk to Comstock.
Let's go see Mr. Aaron.
Let's see what this guy has to say, man. Because this is
Pretty
Yeah,
deep. This was club. You had a DJ and some food, brother. This would have been a spot.
yeah.
This would have been a spot.
Yeah. Let's see what Comstock has to say.
Let's see. Brother Aaron, you get a chance, man. Let me talk to you for a second.
Looks like there goes the selfie.
Oh, yeah.
There goes the selfie.
Of
See
course,
that?
you know
There
that.
goes the selfie. There goes the selfie. There's the photo op. The photo op and the hug.
Oh, yes.
There's the photo op. You see that?
Like
Brother
right there.
selfie and the photo op.
Oh, yeah.
All
right, so-
it is. All right.
What's going on, brother? How you doing? All right. So listen, I got me and Shakim. We're doing live. Want to interview? I'm gonna put you on speakerphone so you can hear the questions Shakim is asking. What we was wondering, Shakim, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
All right. So Aaron's here. We was wondering, Aaron, like, so what's part of the tactic we're doing with after this? Like, what's the next move that you have planned?
In terms of today or in the future? Like
In the future after.
Well, I think from the voices that we have heard is that, especially the young voices, what they're trying to say, number one, what I've said is that we can't, after a week or two, then stop the pressure we're putting on. All these movements have gone on. They stopped after a week or two. We went back to our lives. And so, number one is that you've got to keep putting pressure by standing up, raising your voice, showing up. The young voices have been telling us as well that we need a vote. So next step is vote. I think that it's important to remove people that are in county, city, councils who are mayors or whoever, state legislators. If they're not doing their job and they are actively not helping the black communities, they need to be voted out and removed. And we must research, get people up there who we can put into office, who we know have boots on the ground, and who will actually make the systemic changes by passing laws like police reform, who will get into the offices of mayors and pass police review boards for the citizens, that sort of thing. So yeah. I believe it's keeping the pressure up, voices heard, and also voting.
Awesome.
Marvin Pendarvis said to write 5 to 10 things down of what you want to see happen in your communities and send those to all your representatives who are representing you.
That's good. So, Kim, anything you want to ask?
No, sir. Tell Aaron. I get with him, and we got some issues we're gonna talk about.
All right. And Kim said we'll get with your brother, and appreciate you coming out. Well, appreciate you putting this together.
No matter what, I always love you coming out. I'm not kidding.
No problem, brother. Oh yeah, man. You know, this is always a common fight. This is it. Listen, let me ask a question. Why didn't we do it over there? Why didn't you go over there?
It was conflict with police. No, not with police, but with the flaggers to make it peaceful. When that proximity is made small, that then there will be more like conflicts and possibly aggression. And we don't.
Yeah, but you were here first, though.
No, they were here. They were here. They're always here like 6 in the morning.
Oh wow. Okay. So they were here first.
Every week, and they're always here. Yeah. So we met in the gazebo. We met there for about 45 minutes, and then we came here. So to challenge the racism of their show.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Who's there? I mean, who's there?
They are okay. So there used to be a group called the Secessionist Party.
Yeah.
And now they're just called the Confederate Flaggers of Charleston. And so ever since they took the flag down in Columbia about 4 or so years ago, they came here to protest it being taken down.
Yeah.
So all through all of the shooting and all of the killing of Walter Scott, that sort of thing, they continued it.
So they're the one who put the flowers up there and everything.
Yeah. They're not there no more. But so they honor the Confederacy, which is insane that it was a traitorous group of people who also
Kim, you can see this?
Were supporting and wanted to continue.
Yes, sir.
So, and I think the funny thing that happened today is when we knelt for George Floyd, and I invited them to kneel, and they didn't kneel. And that shows you.
Well, you know what it is.
Yeah.
That shows you.
All right, Kim, my phone is going dead, brother.
Okay, all right, Elvin, man. We appreciate you 1,000%, brother.
You know that. Hey, I just want you, but you see, man. All right, Aaron, man, take it easy. And then, hold on. I might be able to get inside the truck. She just pulled up, so.
Okay.
I might be able to get inside my truck. Hold on, brother. Hold on. Let me get on here. I just want to. And she got perfect timing as usual. All right, good.
All right, sounds good, man.
All right, I'm back, good, and I got some juice. I'm good. So, all right. So look, this is where we at, man. Like you saw pretty much. You saw pretty much where it was and what it was going for. It's like this is peaceful. This is peaceful. You see what I'm saying? That was the whole agenda. That was the whole agenda to make it peaceful, and that's what they got. And as I like what the brother said, and what happened was a strong testimony. We were talking to Michelle. Cop walked up to her in the middle of us talking, didn't say excuse me, nothing. Started joking with her about sunscreen. That's just to show you how serious the atmosphere is. You know what I'm saying? Like he just walked up to her in the middle of it and started talking to her about sunscreen. Girl, where your sunscreen at? What you doing out here laughing, joking? It's supposed to be a protest. It's supposed to be a serious atmosphere. You see what I'm saying? So you can hear me?
Yeah, your phone going in and out.
Okay.
I know Lisa in the comments. I tell Lisa I'm gonna call you later on, Lisa. Most definitely.
Yeah, like I told Lisa that. Like Lisa, I told her, I said, definitely, even more you, definitely more you. You know that you talk to them every day. Like you're talking to Chief Burgess, and there's nothing for you to get a hold of the Sumneys. That's nothing for you. Like you got their personal cell phone numbers. So we're going to schedule and organize for us to get.
Well, this is the thing. Something's already being put in place, and see, like I said, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You already got Councilman Mike Brown, and you got Jerome Hayward, and you got Bob King. They have, and I think it's a couple more people, but they have a committee that is now set up, and they will be doing a review of the North Charleston Police Department. So the wheels are actually already turning. I think we just got to understand. We got to, be in touch or get in touch with. We gotta, be in touch with each other more so that we don't end up reinventing the wheel. But there already is something in place now in the city of North Charleston through Councilman Mike Brown, Jerome Hayward, Bob King, and there's 2 more people that's there. So something is there. Yeah, we just gotta really understand what's going on and keep our heads in the game, because what we'll be doing is reinventing the wheel, and we're not having these conversations with certain people. So, I think that's what we got to do. We're going in so many different directions, trying to reinvent the wheel, and it's already being there. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for chiming in, y'all. I'm out. This is Brother Shakim. We appreciate it. Me and Elvin. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Peace.